with me. I'm ready for a match.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to go over some content that was either scrapped or cut from Apex Legends, and we're not really sure why, and some that may actually still be coming into the main game. And we're also going to go ahead and show you guys some stuff that you've never actually seen before that I'm pretty excited to show you. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's talk about this content. So let's go ahead and start off with what I think is the most interesting, and that's the Goliath. Now, as most of you know, this was planned for Storm Point as part of the AI wildlife. We were hoping that it would come in eventually, as it did not launch with the new map. We've seen numerous images of it. It's been leaked by both me and Ezra, but right here is a brand new look at the model. And as you can see, this thing is absolutely huge, because over to its right hand side is Mad Maggie doing a finisher on Fuse, which is also interesting because Mad Maggie came in season 12, showing that they were working on this for future seasons. It would have been one of the coolest things to possibly come into the game, but unfortunately, as of now, there's been no new information, so we'll never really know if the Goliath will come in the future, or if it's just something that we got to see in the Bloodhound stories from the Outland, and that will be the end of it. They did even have little charms for it, which looked pretty cool, and as you can see, it had a pretty detailed model. Speaking of stuff on Storm Point that we never actually got to see, there was going to be a Bangalore town takeover right below Barometer and over by Shipfall, which, if you know anything about it, the ship that's crashed there is called the Hestia, which is the ship that Bangalore and Newcastle landed on Storm Point with, and the Bangalore town takeover was supposed to be lore related in a military base directly to the west of it. This was found back in season 12 or so, and it was almost completely done, but for whatever reason it was scrapped, and it now looks like we're going towards a Watson town takeover at Lightning Rod. Just one of those things that we'll probably never get to see, but because it's already done and completed, it's very possible. Now, as most of you know, in season 15 we got the brand new Peacekeeper reactive skin, which was a former reactive battle pass skin from season 3, I believe, and because Respawn cannot sell battle pass skins before season 10, they decided to recolor it and put it as an heirloom reward. This made people very upset, but we kind of knew this was coming because the flatline heatsink recolor that was found in the files that so many of us know about was also deemed with heirloom rarity and was going to be sold at some point as an heirloom reward. That does not look like it's ever going to be the case. As Respawn stated, we learned some lessons. You won't see that reward again. I can pretty much guarantee that. The intent is always to do something players enjoy and see value, and definitely not trying to upset anyone, but they were planning stuff like this for a very long time, because we got the Havoc battle pass skin, which was a reactive, and there were recolors made that were found in the game files for it. This wooden one right here, along with that, my personal favorite was this kind of blue neon metal finish one, which I think would have been absolutely great. These could actually, if they ever decided to take the flatline heatsink and put it into a shop sale, could actually bundle it with these, as they are completely done and ready to go. In fact, I would not be surprised if in the future we saw a reactive battle pass skin store, because, you know, it's EA and Respawn and the models are already done. But something also interesting with that was there was a one-time HCOG found in the files right around the same time as this Havoc, and it's a little bit of a different color. It's basically a recolor of the one-times, but it looks a lot cooler and the textures are a lot more fun. And honestly, being able to customize your one-times would be a lot of fun. Even being able to use our red tokens on recolors of HCOGs would be fantastic. It's obviously something Apex Legends has experimented with. We do know that there's a 2x HCOG for ranked that Kral found in the files, but we just haven't heard any more updates or information. But another interesting thing with optics is there is a 2x optic found in the files, and this is interesting because it's considered heirloom rarity. At least that's what it says in the files. This was found back in season 4 or 5. It's never come into the game. We never found any more information. What it likely was you could actually look through the sites and you get a crypto-like scan on enemies, which I think would actually be great to compete against Seer. Now, he's not the only one who gets wall hacks, but sadly we never got to see it, and I don't think this will actually ever end up coming to the game. Of course, if we're going to talk about things that players have wanted for a long time, we've got to talk about Blisk. As he was fully data mined, he even had a select screen background color that was red with a Bangalore placeholder. He had a pretty cool kit that you can see here, and he's a fan favorite from the Titanfall franchise, so everyone wanted to see him come over. Unfortunately, there was a single player Apex Legends game in the work that was recently canceled, and due to inside leaks, we actually do know that Blisk was going to be the main protagonist of that game and run around and meet all the other legends. BT was even involved, and so Blisk has been scrapped as a legend for that single player project, but because that single player project is now canceled, he could always come in the future. We just don't have any definitive answer, and it's up in the air. We did get some early playtest leaks from Bias 12, but we never actually got anything past that, likely because they started the single player game. So with everything you saw here, it may appear now that it's not coming anytime soon. There's always the hope that it will come at a later date. Let me know down below, what are you glad that didn't make it into the main game of Apex Legends, and what are you pretty glad that actually ended up getting cut? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.